Good evening, everybody, and as always, thank you for spending a little time with us. It's Thursday. It's the 12th day of September, and I'm going to kind of move things along just a bit. Still expect a full show, but power has been flickering on and off here at the newsroom, as I expect it has elsewhere. And in fact, the showers and thunderstorms related to the face of that cold front that moved through right around 4 o'clock or so has caused some problems elsewhere. No significant damage or issues that I know of. Some downed trees in the Oakley area. The McGough County Rescue Squad, District 3 Fire Department, and others responding. Some school buses were blocked either in the middle or on the downside of their routes. And winds we clocked here at the newsroom right around 24 miles per hour. We suspect we're a bit higher elsewhere in other parts of the viewing area. Rain totaled right around 6/10 of an inch today. That's in addition to the about 8/10 that we saw as storms rolled through yesterday here at the newsroom. The front of the cold front now is nothing but history. We're still seeing some scattered showers in the backside of things, though, and I expect things to continue to calm down over the course of your evening, and that's going to leave us right in the middle of fall on this 12th and certainly into the 13th day of September and beyond that. Temperature predictions and estimates haven't really changed much in your forecast, and we've got another cold front coming around early next week that's just going to kind of keep things where they are, so to speak, and it will also give us another shot of some showers and thunderstorms, but some beautiful fall weather is still very much in store for us. We'll talk about your forecast in more detail. We know the identity of the lady who lost her life in that automobile accident yesterday in Paintsville, just outside of Paintsville, involving her SUV and a coal truck, and some other details that I'll have for you. I'll talk about Code Red tonight. This is a very important story we're going to get out tonight, a prelude of a follow-up we'll do at the end of next week when everyone's going to be notified about how they need to participate in the program. We'll also talk about an important recall and a picture I just could not resist putting on tonight. That's if the electricity stays on. Of course, we're still seeing some problems associated with some downed trees in the area. So let's get to our top headlines tonight. Only one report before we get to local news coming from our state level. The Kentucky Equality Federation has filed a lawsuit challenging Kentucky's 2004 constitutional amendment prohibiting same-sex marriage in the Commonwealth. The lawsuit names the governor, Attorney General Jack Conway, and the Fayette County Clerk's Office all as defendants. The KEF, for short, says that its lawsuit is, quote, the latest attempt to achieve equal rights and protections for families across the Commonwealth whose very existence has been banned by the forces of religious zealotry and hatred. It claims that the 2004 amendment violates several parts of the Kentucky Constitution that guarantee citizens equal protection under the law, stating specifically that only a marriage between one man and one woman shall be valid or recognized as a marriage in Kentucky, a legal status identical or substantially similar to that of marriage for unmarried individuals shall not be valid or reorganized. The court case was filed in Franklin Circuit Court. With that said, we'll get to local headlines tonight and an update on the woman who lost her life, the identity of whom we now know, in a two-car crash over near Paintsville yesterday afternoon. It all happened, as we believed yesterday, when her vehicle pulled into the path of an oncoming coal truck, which struck her directly in the driver's side door. This is where the awful accident happened yesterday, right around 3 o'clock at this intersection in Johnson County, just outside of Paintsville, the intersection of 23 and Route 321. A coal truck traveling basically in the same path as this one you see here, when Ruth Davis was exiting from 321 and pulled directly into the path. The skid marks indicate where the truck attempted to stop at the instant of the collision, and you can see how far they go. You can see what's left of the debris field and where the car and coal truck came to a rest. The red Chevrolet SUV was being driven by Davis, and she was the only individual in the SUV. She was pronounced dead at the scene. The driver of the truck was not injured. There were no other passengers in the SUV or the coal truck. The accident is under investigation by the Commercial Vehicle Enforcement officers on scene, Kentucky State Police, and the Johnson County Sheriff's Department. I understand that Davis was from Inez, but was in the process of moving to the Prestonsburg area and even had a great deal of her personal belongings in her vehicle as she had just left her daughter's home en route to her new home. It's also being investigated as to whether or not her being on the cell phone may have been a distraction and may have attributed to the accident. Her body was sent to the state medical examiner's office for an autopsy. It was returned to her family today, and results of those tests are pending. The truck belonged to Conley Trucking of Portsmouth, Ohio. The driver identified as a Dane Pitts, also from that area. After these messages, we'll talk about the Code Red weather warning service and how it's going online here in Magoffin County a week from tomorrow. I'll be right back. Sagersville Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce the newest members of our family, Administrator Lane Jones and our full-time chaplain Mark Campbell and volunteer Richard Green, new faces with the same sincere desire as these, to assist you and your family with short-term rehabilitation solutions or long-term nursing care needs, close to home and those that you love. Sagersville Nursing and Rehabilitation. And our daily specials that get even better after 4 p.m. only at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe. Friday's the day to get our famous liver or gizzard meal deals with 2 homemade sides and a biscuit for just $4.59 or only $3.99 after 4 p.m. only at your Sagersville Lee's. Faster, friendlier, family-owned Parkway Pharmacy, open 8:30 till 6:30 Monday through Friday in the new Magoffin Medical Plaza under the care of local pharmacist Jesse Rudd. To make Parkway Pharmacy your pharmacy, come by or give us a call at 349-4400. Bailey's Furniture has done it again. This beautiful queen-size sleigh bed, media center, and matching chest are only $295 each, whether you buy one or buy them all. And you can save $400 and get a second nightstand with this gorgeous Von Bassett group. Lazy Boy rocker recliners start at $295 and Catnapper lift chairs start at $689 at Bailey's Furniture and GE Appliance Center.
Howdy, Hatfield. I reckon I'll take my pig back.
Ain't your pig.
Yeah, it is.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, it is, and I can prove it. Ma, I just sent a picture of our missing pig. Tell everybody it's time to start feuding.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
I guess ain't gonna be no feud. Real nice picture, though.
We'll put it on Instagram.
Appalachian Wireless is 4G. Great pictures, video, text, and talk. Bigger savings, better service. That's today's Appalachian Wireless.
They just keep coming. New and incredible flavors of your favorite ice cream treat. And now they've done it again with the Choco-covered Cheesecake Blizzard at your Sagersville Dairy Queen. Creamy cheesecake pieces, rich cocoa fudge, decadent choco chunks, and creamy vanilla soft serve make your new Blizzard of the month. And if that's not enough, just for September, buy one Blizzard, get another for just 99 cents. That's right, 99 cents at your Sagersville DQ. Mentioned on last night's program, Code Red is going online here in Magoffin County 1 week from tomorrow. The weather warning system can also be utilized for any type of an emergency. It's been utilized in several of our surrounding counties throughout the Commonwealth and others, and now it goes online here in Magoffin County next week. To register to become a part of the service, it's as simple as going online to the website of the Magoffin County Fiscal Court, or if you so choose, you can simply call the courthouse or go in to register your name, phone number, address, and basic general information. Now that information will be used to contact you however you so desire, wherever you are in a time of emergency. Magoffin County's Emergency Management Director Mike Wilson says that indeed it all does start next week. You can register any time from now on, and if you need any assistance, it's as simple as coming in or calling the judge's office.
The Code Red notification system will allow homeowners as well as cell phone users to access weather reports, emergency situations throughout the county. And they can get them either by their landline or phone at home or on their cell.
Now you say allows them access. This will actually be an alert system giving them notification, correct?
Yes, yeah. Anytime there's a weather-related issue, whether it's a thunderstorm or tornado or a flood, anything in that area, they'll send them a message through that alert. We can identify either water breaks, we can identify road closures, bridges that are out, any type of emergency situation there could be, and we can isolate to each individual portion of the county. If we have something happening up on Route 7 or on Route 30 or Johnson Fork, we can isolate it and let just those customers know what's going on in that particular area.
But you have to register to get these alerts. It's free. this information that you're going to enter in is basically generic, and it's not going to be passed along to anyone else. It's as simple as logging on to McGoffinCountyFiscalCourt.com, all spelled out, one word, lowercase. That's their website. You can call the judge's office if you would like to do it that way. If you don't have internet service, don't have a computer, or choose not to do it that way, they'll be glad to help you. But it's very easy. Once you log on to McGoffinCountyFiscalCourt.com, this is going to be the first page you'll see. You'll have an address section. You cannot put in a post office box. You cannot use an HC 61, for example, address. You have to have your actual physical address. All you have to do is have the address, city, state, zip code. We all know that. Just your name, your phone number, your email address, and that's it. It's as simple as that. And once you type all that information in, it's all going to be stored, and you can go online and do this now. You don't have to wait for next Friday to do this. Now, one word of caution, the very final portion on the bottom of your screen, if you do this online, you'll see this particular page or part of the page, and it says to create an account to manage your preferences. This is not needed, not necessary. You need to just leave this blank and ignore it. That is not part of the process. It's just on the bottom of the page. So we wanted to be sure and stress that you do not need to fill that final portion out where it asks you to create an account. Only the top 3 boxes that ask for your address and your contact information, including your name, phone number, and email address. And another important note, Wilson says that if you do not know your actual physical address, if you don't have your physical address, then please call 911. However, and we want to stress, please do not dial 911. Use the non-emergency phone number, and only use it if you do not know your actual physical address. It's 349-4403. It's in the phone book and available for you to find at any time there, but call it only if you don't have your physical address. He also wants to remind everyone that we will all, on our landlines this coming Friday, 1 week from tomorrow, be receiving that initial call from Code Red with a prompt, if you haven't done it between now and then, encouraging you and instructing you how to register with the system. So you'll be notified in a case of any emergency that may affect you or your family.
The phone systems, the landlines that are already registered through Foothills will ring next Friday on the 20th and notify those customers from 11 o'clock on until all the phone calls have been made and connected. But they'll notify all the residents that Code Red has now been established and that it's a test call, and that way everybody's aware that the system is up and ready.
I guess, and lastly, what phone number is this going to show up from? A lot of us, we tend to screen our calls, as much as possible.
They have a variance of, if I recall, I think there's like 6 numbers, and they're all 1-800 or 888 numbers. They might say Code Red on the ID, but they might not. But the times that I've identified it, sometimes they come through on the same one, but sometimes it won't.
And remember, you can do it now. It's as simple as logging on to McGoffinCountyFiscalCourt.com. For right now on the show, though, let's turn over to tonight's community calendar brought to you by McGoffin Farm Bureau. And it starts with a birthday this Thursday in honor of Felicia Baldwin. Her birthday is today. Her 25th birthday is today. And with lots of love from her husband, Jason, happy birthday. He loves you lots. Happy birthday, 25th, to Felicia Baldwin. Reminders on the community calendar tonight include that of the Friendship Quilters meeting tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., and the Lunch and Learn session for tomorrow will begin at noon. All of this from your McGoffin County Extension Office. McGoffin County High School class of 83 celebrating their 20th reunion this Saturday. They'll meet in the Ramey Park from noon to 3 for a family event. It's potluck, $5 for adults. Kids get in for free. Dinner for just the adults. That's Saturday night at the Ramada, 6 to 11. That's $25 each, 2 for $40. If you have any questions, call classmate Amy Holiday Conley, 859-498-8052. McGoffin County Board for Kentucky ASAP meets this Monday, 6 o'clock in your McGoffin County Health Department. The 30th annual homecoming for the Sayersville Pentecostal Church of Christ, just a few doors up from the newsroom, starts September the 18th. You are now officially invited. And if you'll bear with me, I've got a few that just came in that I don't have typed in. From the Montgomery County Head Start office, applications still being taken for the present school year. If you're interested in having your child attend Head Start, call him at 349-3488. Also, the Montgomery County Youth Baseball Organization is having their annual meeting on September the 15th at 6:30 at City Hall. That's it for calendar announcements. We've got one funeral service listing, I do believe, to pass along to you. And after that, we'll return for the rest of tonight's show. A reminder from the McGoffin County Funeral Home and McGoffinCountyFuneralHome.com that services are going to be held tomorrow morning in Sagersville at the McGoffin County Funeral Home in honor of 93-year-old John T. Arnott of Southeast Licking River Road, who passed away on Monday. He's survived by his daughters Edna Meadows, June Montgomery, and Tamara Arnott. He was preceded in death by his wife, Josephine Hale Arnott. Visitation continues this evening, and services once again set to begin tomorrow in his honor at 11 o'clock in the morning from the McGoffin County Funeral Home.
Hi, I'm Don McFarland. I want to be your family lawyer. If you've been injured on the job, if you're interested in getting your Social Security disability or SSI benefits, or if you've been injured because of someone else's negligence, or basically, if a car wreck has caused you to suffer pain, then pick up the phone and call Donald Wayne. 349-9000.
At the end of every race, Mark Martin hangs up his driving gloves. He hangs up his fire suit. And he hangs up his helmet. Which is why he picks up his phone and opens the ER Extra app. The app shows ER Extra wait times, locations, and more. It's the one safeguard Mark Martin is never without. ER Extra at Paul B. Hall Regional Medical Center. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
Before you call anyone else, call Asphalt Paving Company, APC, for a list of local and area paving jobs that they've done and still look great after 15 or 20 years, and for an estimate on your blacktopping project. Driveways, parking lots, residential or commercial. APC has a 10-year guarantee, decades of experience, and a reputation for using the best materials to pave, resurface, seal, or stripe your property. APC, 859-983-6433. In stock right now at Frazier's Prater Drug Seasonal Shop in downtown Sagersville. Personalized and available for order Maple City pottery in all these and other wonderful designs. They've got new purse and accessory designs by Just Millie Premium Clay Bead Jewelry, and they've got all the colors of fall bursting from the store. Really a sight to see. One you can only see at the Seasonal Shop. 170s, 500, 570, 800, 900s, 2 seats, 4 seats, Razors, Rangers, and XPs in the hottest colors with the coolest accessories with the best financing available and rebates up to $1,000 at Connelly's, Kawasaki, and Polaris of Paintsville. A couple of months ago, I had a recall on a specific brand of dehumidifiers. I have another one tonight. This is a totally separate recall. It involves 12 different brands, all manufactured by the same manufacturer in China. 2 million units being recalled after $2 million in property damages from fires that started after several of the units overheated. Actually, 2.2 million units sold in the United States, about 52,000 in Canada. 12 different brand names. We'll give you a glimpse at some of the models. As I always suggest, anytime we air a recall, to get the most accurate information, go to cpsc.gov, the Consumer Product Safety Commission's website, and you can find out more about the hazard of these dehumidifiers, which can overheat, they can smoke, and they can catch fire and pose fire and burn hazards to consumers, and they have caused over $2 million in damages. All sorts of brands, as I mentioned, Danby or Premier, Fetters, the list goes on. To get that complete list, all the model numbers, all the different manufacturers, all 12 brands, go to cpsc.gov. If you have one of these units, they say stop using it immediately and contact the manufacturer either for a repair or for a replacement. Two things left before we leave you for the evening. Now, in case you're one of those parents wondering if the elementary football game for tonight, yes, I almost said basketball, if the elementary football game for tonight is going on as scheduled due to the earlier weather, to my knowledge it is. I can't advise you anything any different, and of course, right now is about the time that you would already be there, so we'll find out together. I suspect that they will be able to play, but we'll find out in a few moments. With that said, let's talk about your weather forecast. Then I've got one more thing that I just simply couldn't resist putting into tonight's program, a picture that just is definitely worth 1,000 words. Radar images at the time of the early show that the face of that cold front that came through left us with about 6/10 of an inch of rainfall and winds topping out at 24, 25 miles per hour here at the newsroom. It's pretty much left us with mostly clear skies as far as rain goes. Let me stress that. Let me back that up. We're still seeing cloudy conditions, and we will continue to do so. And you might see another scattered shower or two, but for the most part, the majority of the precipitation, as you can well see, is on out of here. And it's what's moving in here that is getting all of our attention, and that will be some cooler air. A low tonight of 60 degrees won't be that far out of the norm. But considering the fact that we'll only best that by 10 or 11 degrees tomorrow, and then back down to 43 tomorrow night, well, that'll grab your attention. Yes, I said 43 in the past couple of hours. Estimates have dropped for nighttime lows tomorrow and Saturday. Have dropped 5 or 6 degrees from where we thought they were going to be originally. Here's your forecast staring at you. We'll dry up during the overnight. Clouds will part. We'll see mostly sunny skies after possibly a little AM fog. Not so much tomorrow night as we will, I don't think, Saturday morning. We'll see a little more fog. But nevertheless, a little AM fog expected. 71 degrees for a daytime high. It's going to be gorgeous. It's going to be just like fall. And then it's going to be downright cold tomorrow night. A low of 43 degrees. And look at Saturday. We're still talking about the upper 60s, and we're still talking about the lower 40s for highs and lows. Sunny, mostly clear. It's going to be gorgeous. It's going to be brisk out there. It's going to be crisp, but it's going to be just like fall, and it's going to be nice. If you love fall weather, how could you not love fall weather in Kentucky? Sunday will start to warm things up. Things will rebound to 77, 59 for your daytime high and nighttime low. Sunny, only a few partly cloudy skies at most, and that's at most. Sunday night. Then we'll start off next week in the mid-70s. We've got another cold front that comes in next week. It will give us another chance of some showers and thunderstorms. It's not going to do too much to temperatures, which are going to work their way up to right around 79, 80 degrees. And they'll stay there throughout much of next week from, say, Tuesday on. But like I said, with that second cold front, secondary, not going to do a whole lot to temperatures, but it will give us another chance of some showers and or thunderstorms. But what a weekend, what a Friday, and what a weekend we've got in store. Now, I know I'm running short, and with my apologies, the power, as it did, I would suspect in a lot of homes and places, flickered on about 3 or 4 times real hard. It stayed off for a good few seconds each time. And with as many electric devices, pieces of equipment that I have, it's like pulling a piece of hair out one at a time, over and over again around here, getting everything reset and back on, and it's just cut me way short on time, so I'm going to be a little short in the program, but I've got this for a little bit of filler. I absolutely love this picture. NASA has confirmed this is indeed real. A single frame from a remote camera documenting this launch captured, and if you haven't already seen this, check this out. Far left, top left of your screen. That indeed is a frog. Now, I don't know if you could say this was a spin-off from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Frogs maybe. It might take you back to the Muppet Show when pigs in space maybe became frogs in space. I don't know. But this is a frog having either a really good day and the moment of his life, or having a really, really bad day in the last moment of his life. A still camera on a sound trigger captured this intriguing photograph of an airborne frog leaping for his life in NASA's Lady spacecraft as NASA's spacecraft lifted off from the Wallops Flight Facility in Virginia. It has been verified by NASA to be real and accurate and pretty much something you just got to stop and take a look at. During launches, short-term disturbance occurs in the immediate vicinity of launch pads, but it's short-lived. But in a fight between a rocket and a frog, the winner appears to be clear. I'd say this was one heck of a last moment for this frog. I couldn't help it. Wonderful picture, I thought. And once-in-a-lifetime picture for not just us, but the frog. Thank you all for tuning in and being a part of the program. We'll wrap up this week with a beautiful forecast and more when I see you back here tomorrow night for more of your news today. Good night.